What if humans could die 3 times? Congratulations, you just died. Don't panic because dying isn't one event. It's a process with 3 stages, and apparently you get all 3 before it's actually over. Somebody forgot to mention that part while you were alive. There's a figure standing over you with a clipboard, unimpressed, tapping a pen against the metal, like you're late for an appointment you didn't know you booked. Let's call him Death. He's not collecting you yet. He's here to watch you try to talk your way out of it, and honestly, he looks like he's done this enough times to have opinions. So can you survive dying 3 times? Let's find out. Stage 1, your heart just stopped. Sounds catastrophic. It's actually the most reversible kind of death there is, which is either comforting or the least comforting thing you've heard all day. This is clinical death, and it starts the moment your heart quits and your lungs stop moving air. Death checks his watch. You've got 4 to 6 minutes before this becomes permanent. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you're already thinking about everyone you didn't call back. That's normal. Everyone thinks about that part first. Here's what's happening. No heartbeat means no oxygen. And your brain, the hungriest, most dramatic organ you own, starts running on fumes. You lose consciousness almost instantly, but your cells aren't dead yet, just badly inconvenienced and extremely annoyed about it. This is exactly the window CPR exists for. Someone manually pumping your blood so your brain doesn't start breaking down while your heart figures its life out. Death has seen CPR 1,000 times. He's unimpressed. He waits, arms crossed, the way someone waits for a movie they've already spoiled for themselves. Cold changes the math, though, and this genuinely annoys him.
I can't believe
In
it.
1999, a skier named Anna Bogenholm got trapped under river ice for 80 minutes. Her body temperature dropped to 13.7 degrees Celsius, the lowest ever recorded in an adult who survived. Her heart stopped completely. Doctors kept working anyway because cold slows the body down so hard that her brain barely needed oxygen at all. Hours later, they warmed her blood outside her body, and her heart just started again on its own, like it had simply been on hold. Death mutters something about loopholes and makes a small, bitter tally mark on the clipboard. You don't have a frozen river handy, so you're stuck with 4 to 6 minutes. Somewhere around minute 5, if nothing's brought you back, a stage 1 quietly closes, and a stage 2 lets itself in without knocking. Stage 2 is biological death, where things stop being about your heart and start being about your cells. Death leans in now, actually curious, because this stage bends less easily. Without oxygen, your cells begin leaking their own contents, and left long enough, they start digesting themselves from the inside using their own enzymes. Quiet, unglamorous, already happening before anyone outside would notice a thing. But here's the part that would make Death drop his clipboard entirely. In 2023, researchers monitoring dying patients' brains caught something nobody expected. Around the moment the heart stopped, 2 of the 4 patients showed a sudden burst of gamma waves, the exact kind of brain activity linked to memory, focus, and awareness. Organized, coordinated, concentrated in a region tied to dreaming and out-of-body sensations. Nobody knows for certain what it means, but for a brief window, in a body that has technically already died once, the brain lights up like it's still very much home, maybe replaying every version of you that ever existed, one last time before the lights actually go out. Even Death goes quiet for a second at that one. This stage moves slower. Hours now, not minutes, before it becomes permanent. Rigor mortis sets into the muscles within 3 to 4 hours. Your temperature keeps dropping toward the room around you, and still, somehow, you have not lost yet. Which brings you to death number 3, the one death has genuinely been waiting for. Scientists call it information theoretic death, and it's not about your heart or your cells anymore. It's about your brain's wiring. Every memory, every inside joke, every face you'd know anywhere is stored as physical connections between neurons. This third death is the point those connections decay so completely that no future technology, no matter how advanced, could ever rebuild who you were. It's the one death cryonics companies obsess over, because everything before this point is, in theory, a data recovery problem. Everything after it just isn't. Death finally sits down beside you, and for the first time, he's not rushing. This stage doesn't run on a clock you can beat with chest compressions or icy rivers. It runs on chemistry, and chemistry has never once taken a bribe. Here's your survival math, and it's oddly comforting once you say it out loud. Stage 1 gives you minutes, and medicine has gotten remarkably good at stealing a few more back. Stage 2 gives you hours, and it's the one science understands the least. The one where a dying brain might spend a few strange seconds doing something that looks a lot like waking up. One last time for you. Stage 3 doesn't give you anything at all. It's not a countdown. It's the finish line standing quietly behind the other two, waiting for them to run out first. So if you really could die 3 times, the truth is, people already do. Every single day, someone survives a cardiac arrest. Doctors pull people back from a stage 1 constantly. Stage 2 is why speed matters in an emergency, and why cold water occasionally hands us a survivor nobody can fully explain. Stage 3, the one death actually showed up for, has never once been reversed. Not once, not ever. Death stands up, taps his clipboard twice, and for the first time this whole video almost looks like he respects you for making it this far. Then he checks his watch again, because somewhere else, someone else's 4 minutes just started. You made it back, not because you were tougher than biology, because for a few minutes, biology simply hadn't finished deciding yet. So here's the real question. If you only had those 4 to 6 minutes, stage 1, no guarantees. What's the one thing you'd want someone to know? Drop it in the comments. Let's see what actually matters when the clock's running. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't.